India-China military officials hold high delegation level talks to address current situation in border areas. COVID-19 spike continues in northeastern states. Assam tops the tally. India stands sixth among the nations worst hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. WHO renews its guidance to recommend that government ask everyone to wear fabric face mask. And Assam HSLC results declared Hibahagor best performing district with 83.92. Good evening viewers, welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hansraj and now the details. High-level talks between the Indian and Chinese military officials are in progress at Moldu Sushil border post on Chinese side. Lieutenant General level army officials of India and China are holding discussions to address the current situation in the border areas. The meeting was scheduled for 11 a.m. but began slightly late following the ceremonial welcome to the India side army delegation led by GOC Fire and Fury Lieutenant General Harinder Singh. Chinese side is represented by Major General Lin Lui, who is the co-commander of South Xinjiang Military Division of PLA. Outcome of the discussion is awaited. Ahead of the talks, Indian Army in a statement said Indian and Chinese officials continue to remain engaged through the established military and diplomatic channels to address the current situation in the India-China border areas. This comes a day after the foreign ministry officials of both nations on Friday reviews overall scenario of bilateral relations. The states of northeastern region have witnessed spurt of COVID-19 positive cases in the last 1 week. In Tripura, 48 new COVID-19 positive cases have been detected in the last 24 hours, making the total positive cases in the state to 695. In Nagaland, with 13 new COVID-19 positive cases today, the total number of cases in the state has risen to 107. The Health Department of Sikkim has confirmed the state's third COVID-19 positive case. In Meghalaya, the state's COVID-19 tally is still 33 with no positive case today. In Mizoram, 2 more persons have tested positive in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of positive cases to 23 in the state. In Arunachal Pradesh, with 2 more persons testing COVID-19 positive today, the total number of COVID-19 positive cases have gone up to 45. In Manipur, the number of coronavirus infected cases has gone up to 132. Assam tops the northeastern states' COVID-19 tally with total of 2,324 cases. Assam has recorded a total of 81 new COVID-19 positive cases today. Assam Health and Family Welfare Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma in a tweet said out of the 81 new COVID-19 positive cases, 40 are from Huzai, 9 from Dhemaji, 7 each from Borpeta and Nagaon, 4 each from Bishwanath and LGB Airport, 3 from Hunitpur, 2 each from Karbi Anglong and Tinsukia, and 1 each from Morigaon, Dibrugarh and Lakhimpur district. This takes the total COVID positive cases in the state to 2,224, out of which 1,808 are active cases. In another tweet, the minister said that 38 more patients have been discharged today after they tested negative for COVID-19 twice. Of the 38 patients discharged, 23 are from IDSP Hospital at Kalapahar in Guwahati, 10 from MMCH Guwahati, 3 from Silchar Medical Hospital and 2 from Difu Medical College and Hospital. The COVID-19 death toll in the state still stands at 4. The minister today visited quarantine centers at Mohmanda in Jorhat district with a team of health department to inspect the facilities. As per the latest update, India stands 6th among the nations worst hit by the COVID-19 pandemic in the world. The Health and Family Welfare Ministry said 9,887 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases of 237,566 in the country. This is the highest spike in new cases in one day since the outbreak of the corona pandemic in India. During the last 24 hours, 273 deaths have been registered, taking the nationwide toll to 6,650. The fatality rate is 2.80%, and the Medical Council of Medical Research (ICMR) said that a total of 1,43,661 samples of coronavirus were tested in the last 24 hours. With this, the figure of total number of tests reached 43,86,379 in the country. ICMR is continuously scaling up its testing facilities for COVID-19 by giving approval to government and private laboratories. Coronavirus is continuing its spread across the world with over 68 lakh confirmed cases. More than 3,98,000 people have lost their lives in the COVID-19 pandemic. The US so far has the largest number of COVID-19 positive cases, according to the Johns Hopkins University. The US has highest number of COVID-19 fatalities with more than 1 lakh deaths. Meanwhile, Brazil and Russia have witnessed spurt of COVID-19 cases and emerged as the new coronavirus hotspots. The coronavirus is affecting 213 countries and territories around the world. World Health Organization has renewed its guidance to recommend that governments ask everyone to wear face masks in public areas where there is a risk of transmission of COVID-19. In a press briefing yesterday, WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus also said people over age 60 or those with underlying medical conditions should wear a medical mask in situations where social distancing cannot be maintained. He emphasized that masks on their own will not protect them from COVID-19 and stated the importance of hand washing, social distancing and other measures. WHO has previously only recommended that healthcare workers, those sickened by COVID-19 and their caregivers wear masks. Mr. Tedros added that health workers in areas with widespread transmission should now wear medical masks in all areas of health facilities and not just those with confirmed COVID-19 patients. The Shramik special trains, which started operations from various locations of the country from 1st May 2020 onward, are being run continuously as per the guidelines issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs at the request of respective state governments. Only those persons enlisted by the state governments and brought to the station can travel on these Shramik special trains. More than 85 Shramik special trains arrived in various northeastern states like Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura and Assam till yesterday, with more than 130,000 stranded people of all the northeastern states. All the passengers of Shramik special trains are mainly students, patients and migrant laborers with their family members. The Board of Secondary Education Assam, SEBA, has declared the result of the Assam High School Living Certificate and the HSLC and High Madrasa Examination 2020 today. Around 3,42,000 students appeared in the HSLC examination this year. Dhritiraj Bastop Kolita, a student of Barampur Jatiya Vidyalaya of Dorong district, has topped this year's HSLC examination by scoring 595 out of total 600 marks. Hiwagor is the best performing district with pass percentage of 83.92.
মানে আমি কি পেছা তুমি তীৰ্থস্থান কোন স্কুলৰ পৰা শংকৰদেৱ বিজ্ঞান সাড়ে জনে কৰিলা
This year's pass percentage is 64.80. Assam Education Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has congratulated the HSLC examination toppers. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma said that in a way the state has already set up the entry and exit point. People entering the state are to register with the government. Sangma said that in addition to registration, people who enter are kept in 3 days institutional quarantine. The government has information of all the people entering the state and added that entry would not be possible for anyone without providing all their details. It may be mentioned that a conglomeration of pressure groups had expressed concern over the delay in setting up the entry-exit points in the state. With the number of COVID-19 positive cases rise in Manipur breaching over hundreds, the state government in Manipur is speedily making efforts to set up one special 100-bedded temporary COVID care center at Unako School in Metram in Imphal West Center. And the institute infrastructure would be utilized for the treatment of mild and very mild cases of those patients infected by the virus, besides the facility at RIMS and Jenims. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said that MOU has already been signed with the school authority for utilizing as a treatment center. Deputy Chief Minister of Tripura, Jishnu Dev Burman, who also holds the Science and Technology Department, yesterday said there is a common perception promoted largely among the masses that if you are against pollution, then you are also against development, whereas the focus should be on promoting development without harming nature. The minister, who launched the revised online consent management and monitoring system designed by the Pollution Control Board of Tripura, also said humanity has realized that exploitation on nature cannot run at large. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have expressed grief on the demise of former Governor of Manipur, Mizoram, Jharkhand and former Delhi Police Commissioner Ved Marwa. In a tweet, President Ramnath Kovind said Shri Ved Marwa was an outstanding civil servant and an able administrator. He said after an illustrious career in the IPS, he served as a Governor of Manipur, Mizoram and Jharkhand. The President said he will be remembered for his professionalism, competence and integrity. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said Ved Marwa was an upright officer known for his integrity and competence. In a tweet, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said Ved Marwa ji will be remembered for his rich contributions to public life. Modi said his unwavering courage always stood out during his career as an IPS officer. The Prime Minister said he was also a well-respected public intellectual. President, Vice President and Prime Minister expressed condolences to the bereaved family members and admirers. And to end the news, the headlines once again. India-China military officials hold high delegation level talks to address current situation in border areas. COVID-19 spike continues in northeastern states. Assam tops the tally. India stands 6th among the nations worst hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. WHO renews its guidance to recommend that governments ask everyone to wear fabric face mask. And Assam HSLC results declared Hibahagor best performing district with 83.92. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.